Hi friends, today I am going to show you how to get these patchwork nails. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the 10 set of nails, but I'm going to show you one. Let's get started. Make sure you cut and file the nail and paint it and stick it onto the surface that you're going to be working with. Like I said in my last video, it's very easy for me to stick it onto a pencil and then maneuver it however I want. For today's design, I am going to paint the base of the nail a green color. This is from a manufacturer. Most of my collection is from a manufacturer because I try different formulas until I find what I like, but I'm using this one here, but I found something comparable, which is Mint Sorbet from Sally Hansen. So you're going to go with whatever color you want depending on the patches that you are going to be using. Then what you're going to do is you're going to look at the patch that you're going to be using, which is in this case, you see the green base and it is blue and pink. So you're going to get your other accent colors. In this case, we're going to use OPI in Mod About You. And not Mad, it's Mod About You. This is one of my favorite colors from OPI for toes and nails. We're also going to be using Sally Hansen's Hard Bitten. Okay, because these are very similar to the patch colors, and that's what we want. Next step is you're going to be cutting out some of the patches, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to, again, take the visual assessment to see where you want to place them. Because we want the colors and the patches to blend in with the background colors. So what I mean by that is you are going to be creating layers. I guess that's the only way I could put it. I'll show you what I mean. Now, for this design, you will be using and needing water because they are water transfers. Okay, you're going to be looking at every single piece that you have there. Okay, this is a thumbnail. You can do the same method on any nail that you have. You just have to be aware of the size. And we're going to start by seeing how many pink flowers you have, which in this case, the main color here between the 5 is pink. So we're going to start by painting a few pink strokes onto the green. You're just helping this design blend much better once you put the patches on. So pay attention to the shape of the patches you cut because you want to make sure that they fit rather nicely. Now let's go in with blue. You'll be doing a second coat after that. You're going to let this dry. The next step you'll be doing is you'll be grabbing the pieces that you cut of the water transfer and you're going to be measuring them against the nail for placement. Now make sure that the nail is completely dry. You're going to put them in water until it is separated from the paper. Once you've separated the paper from the actual nail transfer, you're going to tap it. Now, you see where it blends in. The outer corners are green, so it blends in with the green base color. That's what you want. It's all a puzzle. Now you take the second sticker. See how it separates from that paper? it's focusing here. Take it and measure it against the section you want to place it. That's that blue section. The different colors will remind you of where you're going to place the transfers. So do it with the entire nail. You could clearly see now here why it is that I put the different colors. I want the pink to blend with the base of the pink there, and then the green blends in with the leaf. So you could see there how that green transfer blends in with the bottom, and then the pink with the pink. It's just a minor detail, but it's always in the details, guys. Remember that. So keep doing that with the rest of the nail. Now, the blue section, because that part of the flower is blue, the inner corner is green, and there was green in the center. You can see how that blends quite nicely. It's starting to look like a complete design there. We're now going to be putting a pink flower in that pink section. So it's all a puzzle. And we're going to see where we want to lay it. It's easier to work with my fingers than it is the tweezers. Some of these nail transfers are very see-through, so it makes sense to fill in all the clear spots with the base color. And there you go with the bottom of the patch. Now, had this nail been completely green, it would not look the way it looks there. And I needed it to look like a quilt, like a quilted pattern. That's what it is, like a patchwork nail. The next step will require you to get gold leaf. Okay, they sell this at any hobby supply store, and you can find it online. They make it in rose gold in various color combinations, and then they make it in silver as well. I'm using gold. Take a clear coat, any clear coat of your choice. Hopefully it's not harsh in chemicals. You've used it before and you know that it's good stuff. Look at how it looks once you put a clear coat. It just looks so beautiful. There's something about this design, really, that I'm truly fascinated with. I love the way it looks. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Ms. Jazmina on Instagram, you guys need to really Google her or go onto her page. She's under Miss Jazmina D. I created a patchwork series that she used, and she incorporated that into a lip art design she made that was amazing. I'll show you that clip in a second while this nail dries. This is Miss Jazmina's lip art. Many of you have been familiar with who she is through Instagram, possibly YouTube. She also has a YouTube channel, so if you didn't know, please subscribe to her channel. In this picture, it is part of the patchwork series, but it is not the design I'm doing currently. I'm going to be posting that as well so I could show you, but this is her page, and it is complete with lip art, eyeshadows, and she does all kinds of intricate work with different movies. This is one of my favorites for sure. It is magnificent. It is the Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas lip art. So you could see how gorgeous she is. Not just a talent, but she is an extraordinary person, and I am very proud to know her and be her friend. And she's fantastic human being. This is the patchwork nails that I did. In the design, I did a set of 10. Each nail was different. Each on the 5 set of nails, I did each one different. She used these and she was inspired to create her own lip design based on these nails. Guys, tell me that isn't beautiful. That's what I'm showing you in this video. If you don't know who she is, please look her up. I'll post her links below. You will not regret it. Next step, the nail is pretty dry, but has a tiny bit of tackiness there. What we're going to do now is we're going to be putting the gold leaf in between colors. So once you set it, just tap it into place there. Okay, you can see how that's coming along. And the reason I tell you to break it apart is if you just put the gold leaf without doing it, like this is too thick, it will not shine. It'll kind of be matte. See how that is looking there? It's blending so beautifully. And basically I'm putting the gold leaf where the edges of the transfers end and start so that it just blends seamlessly. Once the gold leaf is on there, you could just gently brush your top coat over it. Now, do keep in mind that the design could end here. That could be all your nails. You could play with different patches as I did in the design I showed you that I did for Miss Jazmina and create different patchwork nails for each of your nails. Or you could make it all one color. Put your top coat on. In this case, I'm going to use about 2 to 3 top coats. Always get the free edge. When I do press-ons, I make sure that if I'm using nail polish or gel, that they're coated properly. Let this dry. The next step is to determine what you're going to do with the design. Are you going to leave it like this, or are you going to do the BellaGemaNails process of 3D? And what we're going to do now is determine what 3D design we're going to want. First option is to go with floral embellishments. You could find these at Michael's. This bow is from, I have no idea from where, to be honest with you, but you could find online nail bows. This one is for jewelry, but it is much bigger than you could see the Michael's flowers. So I'm going with these. These are matte. This is shiny, but you could always put clear coat. So at this point, you have to take into account how much space you actually have on the nail. I'm not gluing them on the surface because I'm just going to show you different options. If you like the floral design and you want to go with that, it does cover quite a bit of the design on the bottom, but like I said, every angle needs to count. And I personally, I'm wearing that on my thumbs and on my ring fingers. So it's very pretty for an accent nail. You have to take into account the length of the nail. The length of my nails is far larger or longer than this particular nail. You could always add a little bow on top. Make sure the flowers are touching one another when you use acrylic gel or glue to stick them on. You don't want a gap in between both flowers. And then the bow just pretty much seals the deal. You can see how cute that is. And that's one of my favorite looks for sure. You can see I've done that. I'm not putting an actual stone there because it's only going to take up too much space and cover the entire design like this one that I did. But this one's a lot longer than this nail. But you can see how cute that is. See, for a ring fingernail or middle finger, whichever. Second option that I have for you all is the ring, the jump ring. You can put the jump ring in the center, just like that, and drop a crystal in the middle, just like so. Make sure that the color of the stone matches any of the colors you have in the design. It looks far more aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. I'm also going to show you how it looks with blue, because there's blue in the design. Okay, you could see and you'll determine what you prefer. There's less blue than there is green, but you could see that that also looks pretty. I'll also be showing you the pink option. And remember, with these, if they have a little hole in the center, as this one does, you can opt to cover it or not. It's up to you. And in this case, you would need a crystal in 9SS just to put on top. And that just covers the hole and then adds a little bit of sparkle. The next option I'll be showing you is one that you could use gel to adhere or glue. Now, I prefer gel in this particular case because working with chains on a design can be a little, it can be a little finicky, the chain, because it can come off easily. You could see how that looks there with just a chain accent. If you wanted there, you can add small crystals on each side, depending on what your preference is. I like how it looks just with the chain detail. I also have another option for you, and it's just another chain. You could line it up again with gel. You could use clear acrylic, you could use glue. If you use glue, remember that the metal will frost, so make sure that you put a clear coat on top of the chain detail. But that there is another option. So that, my friends, concludes the how to get the Patchwork series nails that I showed you. So if you like this design and would like to see more, please rate, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you'd like to see. And again, remember to go to Miss Jazmina's page on Instagram. I'm putting the link below so you could see her lip art along with some of the nails that I created for her. She's my muse, and I'm sure that she will be yours as well. So if you have a shortage of inspiration, check out her channel. Till next time, bye.